Today is August 11th, 2026, and this is Read Through the Bible.
Hi, everyone.
Today we're reading Jeremiah 39, 40, and 41, and in 39 we're going to see Jerusalem finally fall. We've been reading about it, and it finally happens. The Babylonians come and take them.
Right. And so actually, here's a little bit of some organizational things you could mark on your summaries. 34, 35, and 36 are right before the fall of Jerusalem. Then 37, 38, and 39 are during the fall. And then 40 through 45, those chapters are after the fall of Jerusalem.
Yep. That's
so just to help you kind of keep it organized.
Yeah, so really helpful just to see that in the big picture what's happening in Jeremiah here.
Right.
And so we're right at the end of the fall takes place in 39, and then we're going to see just the consequences of that in chapters 40 and following. Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. The ESV says it right there at the top, the fall of Jerusalem. In the 9th year of Zedekiah, king of Judah, in the 10th month, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and all his army came against Jerusalem and besieged it. In the 11th year of Zedekiah, in the 4th month, on the 9th day of the month, a breach was made in the city.
So that's 1.5 years of being besieged. Yeah. So having the Chaldean army, the Babylonian army, surrounding Jerusalem, just starving them out, weakening them until they finally can't fight anymore.
Yeah, and we saw that before when Jeremiah was placed in the court of the guard, and he was given bread as long as it still remained there. But
right.
When the bread was gone, then he didn't get his bread. But so that's how they did ancient warfare. They just surrounded the city and just waited.
Yep. And then they would work on like building a siege ramp to get up and over the wall, or they would dash it down with battering rams. And so finally a breach was made in the wall of the city.
Yep. Okay, verse 3. Then all the officials of the king of Babylon came and sat in the middle gate. And these are all Babylonian names. Nergal-Shar-Ezer of Samgar, Nebusar-Sechem the Rabsaris, Nergal-Shar-Ezer the Rabmag, and with all the rest of the officers of the king of Babylon. Then, when Zedekiah, king of Judah, and all the soldiers saw them, they fled, going out of the city at night by way of the king's garden through the gate between the two walls, and they went toward the Arabah. But the army of the Chaldeans pursued them and overtook Zedekiah in the plains of Jericho. And when they had taken him, they brought him up to Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, at Riblah, in the land of Hamath, and he passed sentence on him. So if you remember, the prophecy was that Zedekiah would live, and that he would see the king of Babylon eye to eye. It says that in chapter 34, verse 3. And he saw them eye to eye. And then, after having passed sentence on him, verse 6, the king of Babylon slaughtered the sons of Zedekiah at Riblah before his eyes. And the king of Babylon slaughtered all the nobles of Judah. Verse 7, he put out the eyes of Zedekiah and bound him in chains to take him to Babylon.
Wow.
So he lives, but his eyes are poked out. The very last thing he saw were the death of his sons.
That's
how
really, really brutal.
Okay, verse 8, the Chaldeans burned the king's house and the house of the people and broke down the walls of Jerusalem. Then Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, carried into exile into Babylon the rest of the people who were left in the city, those who had deserted to him and the people who remained. Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, left in the land of Judah some of the poor people who owned nothing and gave them vineyards and fields at the same time. So when the Babylonians came, they took out everybody except they left really basically poor people who just kind of take care of the land so the land doesn't go totally to pot.
Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, gave command concerning Jeremiah through Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, saying, "Take him, look after him well, and do him no harm, but deal with him as he tells you." That's amazing.
Yeah.
So Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, Nebuchadnezzar, the Rabsaris, Nergal-Shar-Ezer, the Rabmag, and all the chief officers of the king of Babylon sent and took Jeremiah from the court of the guard. They entrusted him to Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, the son of Shaphan, that he should take him home. So he lived among the people.
The word of the Lord came to Jeremiah while he was shut up in the court of the guard. Go and say to Ebed-Melech the Ethiopian, thus says the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, behold, I will fulfill my words against this city for harm, and not for good. And they shall be accomplished before you on that day. But I will deliver you on that day, declares the Lord, and you shall not be given into the hand of the men of whom you are afraid, for I will surely save you, and you shall not fall by the sword, but you shall have your life as a prize of war, because you have put your trust in me, declares the Lord. So this man, Ebed-Melech, the Ethiopian, was the guy who drew Jeremiah out of the cistern, and he was faithful to Jeremiah. Therefore, God says, I'm going to protect him.
Yeah, he really saved Jeremiah's life.
Yep. So the big thing here in chapter 39 is that Jerusalem falls. And then, of course, the story of Zedekiah sees his sons killed and then his eyes are put out. And Jeremiah then released to basically entrust him to Gedaliah, who is the governor at the time. Yep. Okay, chapter 40.
But in the historical timeline, even of Old Testament history, this is a really important chapter when Jerusalem finally fell to Nebuchadnezzar.
Yep.
Okay, 40.
Okay, so this is after the fall.
Yes. Yep. Okay, so the word that
And this is sort of surprising here in chapter 40.
The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord after Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, had let him go from Ramah, when he took him bound in chains, along with all the captives of Jerusalem and Judah who were being exiled to Babylon. The captain of the guard took Jeremiah and said to him, The Lord your God pronounced this disaster against this place. The Lord has brought it about, and has done as he said. Because you sinned against the Lord and did not obey his voice, this thing has come upon you. Now, behold, I release you today from the chains on your hands. If it seems good to you to come with me to Babylon, come, and I will look after you well. But if it seems wrong to you to come with me to Babylon, do not come. See, the whole land is before you. Go wherever you think it is good and right to go. If you remain, then return to Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, the son of Shaphan, whom the king of Babylon appointed governor of the cities of Judah, and dwell with him among the people. Or go wherever you think it is right to go.
Basically, he says, Jeremiah, you can stay, you can go, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And Jeremiah's been telling the people, surrender and go to Babylon. Your life will be better. Stay here and it'll be bad for you.
Yeah. Okay, so the captain of the guard, that's who he's been staying with all this time, the captain of the guard gave him allowance of food and a present and let him go. Then Jeremiah went to Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, at Mizpah, and lived with him among the people who were left in the land.
When all the captains of the forces in the open country and their men heard that the king of Babylon had appointed Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, governor of the land, and had committed to him men, women, and children, those of the poorest of the land who had not been taken into exile into Babylon, so Gedaliah is ruling over these poor people that they leave in the land, they went to Gedaliah at Mizpah, Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, and Johanan, the son of Kariah, Sariah, the son of Tanhumeth, the sons of Ephi, the Netophathite, Jezaniah, the son of the Maacathite, they and their men. Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, son of Shaphan, swore to them and the men, saying, Do not be afraid to serve the Chaldeans. Dwell in the land and serve the king of Babylon, and it shall be well with you. As for me, I will dwell at Mizpah to represent you before the Chaldeans who will come to us. But as for you, gather wine and summer fruits and oil, and store them in your vessels, and dwell in your cities that you have taken. Likewise, when all the Judeans who were in Moab, and among the Ammonites, and in Edom, and in other lands, heard that the king of Babylon had left a remnant in Judah, and had appointed Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, son of Shaphan, as governor over them, then all the Judeans returned from all the places to which they had been driven, and came to the land of Judah, to Gedaliah at Mizpah, and they gathered wine and summer fruits in great abundance.
Verse 13. Now Johanan, the son of Kariah, and all the leaders of the forces in the open country came to Gedaliah at Mizpah, and said to him, Do you know that Baalis, the king of the Ammonites, has sent Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, to take your life? But Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, would not believe them.
It's an assassination plot.
Mm-hmm. Then Johanan, the son of Kariah, spoke secretly to Gedaliah at Mizpah. Please let me go and strike down Ishmael, the son of Nethanel, and no one will know it. Why should he take your life, so that all the Judeans who are gathered about you would be scattered, and the remnant of Judah would perish? But Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, said to Johanan, the son of Kariah, "You shall not do this thing, for you are speaking falsely of Ishmael."
Okay, didn't believe him. So chapter 40, as the ESV says, Jeremiah remains in Judah.
He chooses to.
Chooses to remain in Judah. He has the option, and he stays there. And then Gedaliah is basically appointed over to serve the land. Okay? And then, a little foreshadowing here, the ESV title says Gedaliah murdered in chapter 41. So he didn't believe this was an assassination plot, and we'll see how well that turns out for him. Chapter 41, in the 7th month, Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, the son of Elishama of the royal family, one of the chief officers of the king, came with 10 men to Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, at Mizpah. As they ate bread together there at Mizpah, Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, and the 10 men with him rose up and struck down Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, son of Shaphan, with a sword, and killed him, whom the king of Babylon had appointed to govern in the land. Ishmael also struck down all the Judeans who were with Gedaliah at Mizpah, and the Chaldean soldiers who happened to be there.
On the day after the murder of Gedaliah, before anyone knew of it, 80 men arrived from Shechem and Shiloh and Samaria, with their beards shaved and their clothes torn and their bodies gashed, bringing grain offerings and incense to present at the temple of the Lord. And Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, came out from Mizpah to meet them, weeping as he came. As he met them, he said to them, "Come in to Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam." When they came into the city, Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, and the men with him slaughtered them and cast them into a cistern. But there were 10 men among them who said to Ishmael, "Do not put us to death, for we have stores of wheat, barley, oil, and honey hidden in the fields." So he refrained and did not put them to death with their companions.
Because they were useful, because they got some food.
Right.
Verse 9, now the cistern into which Ishmael had thrown all the bodies of the men whom he had struck down along with Gedaliah was the large cistern that King Asa had made for defense against Baasha, king of Israel. Well, that's taken as Baasha, king of Israel. He's one of those early kings, so this goes way back in the history of Israel. Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, filled it with the slain. Just piles of bodies right on top of another. Then Ishmael took captive all the rest of the people who were in Mizpah, the king's daughters, and all the people who were left at Mizpah, whom Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, had committed to Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam. Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, took them captive and set out to cross over to the Ammonites.
But when Johanan, the son of Kareah, and all the leaders of the forces with him heard of all the evil that Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, had done, they all took their men and went to fight against Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah. They came upon him at the great pool that is in Gibeon. And when all the people who were with Ishmael saw Johanan, the son of Kareah, and all the leaders of the forces with him, they rejoiced. So all the people whom Ishmael had carried away captive from Mizpah turned around and came back, and went to Johanan, the son of Kareah. But Ishmael, the son of Nethanel, escaped from Johanan with 8 men and went to the Ammonites. Then Johanan, the son of Kareah, and all the leaders of the forces with him took from Mizpah all the rest of the people whom he had recovered from Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, after he had struck down Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, soldiers, women, children, and eunuchs whom Johanan had brought back from Gibeon. And they went and stayed at Geruth Chimham near Bethlehem, intending to go to Egypt because of the Chaldeans, for they were afraid of them because Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, had struck down Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, whom the king of Babylon had made governor over the land.
Okay, so it's just sort of chaos happening, but Johanan comes and basically frees a bunch of captives, and people are happy with that.
Whom Ishmael had threatened, but then they're afraid because the appointed governor was killed, and Nebuchadnezzar might come and get revenge.
Yep. Okay. We will see you tomorrow as we continue to see the aftermath of the fall of Jerusalem. Okay, bye-bye.
Goodbye.